was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. If that's the deal, I was born to ride. Down to Tampa, to Miami, Daytona, Tallahassee, from the East Coast to the West Side, here in Florida, we were born to ride. I was born to live, live to ride, ride to live. I was born to ride. American built, we forever unite. If that's the deal, I was born to ride.
Thanks for tuning in. Oh boy, this week we head to stunning Sarasota, Florida for the 16th annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Rally. This 4-day event is considered by many to be the premier bike festival in the state, if not the whole eastern United States. With big-name bands like Foghat and the Outlaws performing, and special guest celebrities, a world-class bike show, vendors and sponsors that showed off everything and more of what a biker could want or need, and to top it all off, the proceeds go to a variety of children's charities in and around the area. And the financial impact of this event brings in millions of dollars to the local community. Leading the ride to honor our veterans this year was none other than Paul Tuttle Sr. of Orange County Choppers, and Born to Ride gets an exclusive interview with this biker television icon. So stay tuned. All this and much, much more is headed your way right now, right here, only on Born to Ride.
The event of the new year kicks off 2014 Thunder by the Bay, downtown Sarasota. Thursday, Kickstart Party. Friday, Born to Be Wild Kickoff Party. Saturday, Downtown Festival, Foghat Live in concert, bands all day long. Light Up the Night, LED Bike Show. The Legacy of Valor, Finn's Finds Motorcycle Ride ends at downtown Sarasota. 14 Class Bike Show. Bands all day long featuring The Outlaws. Born to Ride TV taping. Last year, over 70,000 people attended. Vendors sign up now. When in Sarasota, stop by Rossiter's Harley-Davidson on Manatee River Harley-Davidson for free hot dogs, a free gift, and 10% off sale. Proceeds from Thunder by the Bay benefit Suncoast Charities for Children, and it's endorsed by Sarasota County Veterans Commission. And very special thanks to Hyatt Regency Sarasota for accommodations whenever Born to Ride stays in Sarasota. For more info on Thunder by the Bay, go to thunderbythebay.org or see it in the December issue of Born to Ride magazine.
You can meet Orange County Choppers Paul Tuttle Sr. on Saturday and Sunday, January the 11th and the 12th at the Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Rally. And you can even ride with him on Sunday on the Legacy of Valor Ride.
I'm Paul Tuttle Sr. from Orange County Choppers, and you're watching Born to Ride TV.
What's up, Paul? Yo!
Hey, it's Debbie with Born to Ride TV, and no introduction is necessary for this guy, but Paul Sr., welcome to Born to Ride. Glad to have you today.
Thanks.
Hey, this is a little slice of heaven here in Sarasota, Florida. We like to call Thunder by the Bay, and hey, it's great to have you show up today at this event.
Yeah, it was kind of like a last minute for us, you know what I mean? But it was, you know, I know that this is a big show, and, you know, we're just starting to get back out with our fans and, you know, doing some signing and doing some different shows. So, yeah, it was, I feel fortunate to be here.
Yeah, speaking of big shows, wow, new network, big show going on for you. What's going on with that?
Yeah, you know, we signed with CMT, so we're doing a series with them. It's working really well. You know, we were with Discovery for 12 years or so, you know what I mean? And it kind of, you know, started getting, you know, a little bit complacency and stuff. So now we've moved over to CMT, and it's a good fit. It's a fresh start, and you know, everybody's excited about it, so it's really working good.
Hey, and there's no complacency when it's coming to building these machines. Where does this vision come from day after day after day?
You know, I wish I could say it comes from me, but it really has a lot to do with my guys, you know, Jason Poole, and you know, it's done collectively. You know, people get together now, and you know, everybody just puts their thoughts in. You know, Rick is involved, and Jason's involved, and Jim Quinn, and all the people that have been there for the last 12 years or so.
You know, there's guys at home now sitting here watching the show. The chains just won't work. The primaries and the chains are snapping. The brakes at the front end aren't right. You make it just look so easy.
It's not easy, and ours break too. You know, so it's just, you know, it's all about, you know, doing what you love, living a dream. You know, and I've been really fortunate to be able to do that, especially with the TV after all these years. And you know, listen, after the show, I'm still be riding bikes.
And what about also the charity? I mean, you've been just really giving back to the charity. I mean, there's a bike back there that it had to have really a lot of meaning for you to build this one.
You know, we can continue to support our military, and it just goes on and on. And I think that's the best part of being, you know, in the position that we're in is to be able to give it back.
It's important. These guys do so much for us every day. It's important. But you've got the big corporate companies, too. I'm telling you, everybody wants the Paulie signature on one of their bikes.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, whether it's corporate or private, whether it's an athlete or an actor or whatever, you know, we've been able to reach out to a vast majority of people. So I'm digging it.
What kind of kid were you growing up? Were you like a little squitch there, or what kind of kid were you growing up?
I was a bad kid. Yeah, I did what I wasn't supposed to do all the time, you know. Kind of a rebel, but yeah.
But how'd you know you were a builder? Was it Legos that got you here, or is it just tinker with mom and dad stuff?
You know, really, believe it or not, it was double winger models, like out of balsa wood. You know, I started doing that when I was a kid. And, you know, we used to paint them ourselves. So I think I took an interest back when I was a little kid, you know.
And here you are today.
Here I am today.
Hey, it's really good to see you here on the grassroots with your fans. Look at them lining up, ready. They're waiting for your autograph. That's got to be feeling, huh?
It's great, and I'm glad to be back.
And you know, Paul, you're also the marshal tomorrow, the grand marshal of a ride here for veterans.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. You know, we did a POW bike and you know, a lot of military bikes. So, yeah, it's always exciting, especially when it's for the military, you know. So I'm all about it tomorrow.
That's right. You're going to love our roads here, too.
I bet I am. You know, up in New York, there's no more riding up there other than snowmobile. So get an opportunity to do this. I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, Orange County Choppers. This guy can build them. The visionary, the pioneer of biker TV like never before. Orange County Choppers. Thanks, Paul Sr. Appreciate it.
Hey, I'm Steven Tyler from Aerosmith. You're watching Born to Ride TV. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's the motorcycle rally that will not end. It's Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Rally, the 16th anniversary. Look at it. It's dusk. It's Sunday night. Usually people are packed up going home, but no, this crowd loves it. They don't want to leave. Lucy, congratulations. Another great year.
Thank you, Deb. And you know, Born to Ride magazine and TV really has a lot to do with this. You guys promote us months in advance, and we really appreciate it. Gets the word out all over. And you've been there since the very beginning, 15 years ago, and I really appreciate all that you do and your staff. And Ron, you're tremendous.
This year you had Paul Tuttle Sr. out here. You had Bobby from Lizard Lick Towing. You've got the Outlaws on stage. You had Foghat. You're very smart about how to take a budget for a charity, spend a little to make a little more, and it's a fine line to do that.
Well, Deb, what was unique was, you know, Paul really sought us out. He had heard about Thunder by the Bay, the same with Bobby Brantley from Lizard Lick TV, and it was great. They called us, and I said, look, we have a very minimal budget, and they donated their time to be here for the charity, and because we were honoring veterans and active duty military. So, you know, kudos to those guys. because they were a big draw and they spent hours here, and I have a lot of respect for both of them right now. I mean, I had a lot of respect for them before, but after meeting them personally and them spending the time that they did throughout this whole festival, they're phenomenal. So thanks to Paul and thanks to Bobby.
Paul sat there for 2 days signing everything that everybody wanted, even a dog, I heard. But and he got very emotional and he got very attached to the Veterans Run today. Finn's Finds put on a great ride at the cemetery and everything.
Steve from Finn's Finds mapped out our ride, and I gotta say, we have so many volunteers, and without them I couldn't do it. And even the bands, you know, the Outlaws and Foghat, all the other bands, they know it's for charity. They work with us, and they're phenomenal. They're just wonderful and big hearts all the way around. Rossiter's Harley Davidson, Manatee River, they're since year one. Sarasota Ford since year one. Born to Ride since year one. And Hap Cycle Sales, they're on board. That's all important. Everybody plays a key role. Jack Daniels and Deep Eddy Vodka, they got involved for the first time this year, came on board big and really helped us out. The local economic impact last year was $6.4 million, and based on the crowds I saw today, we're doing another survey. I just feel in my heart we're going to surpass that. You know, I want to be inclusive and make this the most inclusive and diverse motorcycle festival there is, because again, the bottom line is for charity. But again, I can't thank Born to Ride enough, because you guys, you get the word out. We were on the cover in December, and I can't tell you how many phone calls. Our phones lit up the minute that issue came out. So thank you. It's a good problem to have. When I talk to people like Paul Tuttle and his caliber, he goes all over the world at motorcycle festivals. For him to say that this was one of the better ones makes my volunteers and I feel really, really good about what we're doing, and it means an awful lot to us when somebody like that says it's a great rally. So, yeah.
Well, we're going to let you go because we know you got to get rested, because you've got more work to do tomorrow morning. It never stops for this lady. Oprah Nicandri here at Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Rally 2014. Great job again, Lucy. Congratulations. And thank you, Downtown Sarasota. Girl power right there.
For all those people that are all smartened up talking Kiz, Arnie, and K-Fizz, they know what's going on.
What you gonna do when Born to Ride runs wild on you, brother?
It's Thunder by the Bay, back here again in Sarasota, Florida, and it wouldn't be an event without Rossiter's Harley Davidson and Manatee River Harley Davidson sponsoring this event every year. And Jimmy, it wouldn't be an event without you here this year. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you very much. I'm proud to be back. Yeah. Proud to be back at Rossiter's and Manatee. 16 years ago, the first Thunder by the Bay, which I don't even remember what, I think we did call it Thunder by the Bay, but there was maybe 20 bikes downtown. And now you can't get a parking space anywhere. It's just mayhem. So, and it's a great cause. Lucy Nicandri, God love you, darling. You are awesome. You put on a wonderful event, and we're proud to be title sponsor along with Ford. And that's just 16 years of doing this event. I mean, we just had our 23rd anniversary at Rossiter's. Manatee River is getting ready to have their 9th. Just proud to be part of the whole deal, you know, and our stores are growing, and it's thanks to our wonderful customers.
And you know what's so special about you guys? Rick Rossiter gets on his bike probably 2-3 times a year and just rides. He rides to heaven and back. He's a rider.
We live it, and it all comes from the top. No, he's a great inspiration to all of us that want to ride motorcycles and have fun, and we all love working there because of that. We really do live it and breathe it, and if you're into it, come be into it with us. If you're not into it, we'll get you into it. We're a one-stop shop at both stores. Come see us.
All right, that's Jimmy Gannon, Rossiter's Harley Davidson, Manatee River Harley Davidson, sponsoring Thunder by the Bay in Sarasota. Great job every year, guys. 16 years.
Oh, and we love Born to Ride, too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. About time you got that plug in there.
I'm Paul Senior from Orange County Chopper, and watch our show every Saturday night at 10 o'clock on CMT.
Thanks for tuning in. This week we continue our coverage of the 16th Annual Thunder by the Bay Motorcycle Rally. Last week, as you recall, Paul Tuttle Sr. of Orange County Choppers was there to lead the Veterans Ride and to welcome his fans every day of the event. he wasn't the only celebrity that supported this charity-oriented extravaganza. Bobby Brantley from True TV's Lizard Lick Towing reality show was there and graced Born to Ride with an exclusive interview. In our industry report, we introduce you to Yelvington Trikes, creators of the most versatile trike conversion systems available. And then we witnessed one of the most touching moments in Born to Ride history as war hero Michael Fredera, an Army and United States Marine Corps veteran that suffered the loss of both legs, as well as the lives of many of his brothers in arms, is honored with a custom three-wheeler that was painted by Metal Mafia Custom Motorcycles with all the symbols that represent his service to our country. You don't want to miss this, so stay tuned. It's all coming up right now, right here, only on Born to Ride.
Hey, this is Bobby Brantley from True TV's Lizard Lick Towing, and you're watching Born to Ride TV.
He's a great person, very passionate about what he does and what he served in the Army and the Marines. So I just support him.
Every time at the Staff Sergeant. God bless you, man. Thank you for everything you did.
So Michael, man, how are you feeling today, man?
A little anxious, excited, butterflies in my stomach. I feel like I'm going to combat again.
So today we're going to see your motorcycle, what Metal Mafia put together, man. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh yeah, he sent me one teaser pic, and I was just blown away from that one picture. So I'm just dying to see what the whole final outcome of it is.
So how did you work it out? You gave him some ideas. You talked with John. How did it work out?
I gave him a couple of ideas, and he pretty much. I told him you're the expert. You go ahead and have fun with it, and that's what pretty much he did.
And one of the ideas you gave him, what did you tell him?
Well, I just said on the left side, I would like my Marine Corps theme from when I did my 4 years in the Corps. On the right side, do an Army theme from when I did 6 years in the Army. And down the middle on the tank, we could do a 9/11 theme because I'm from New York and that's close to home for what happened. And then he said, I got you. And that was it.
We're about to reveal the custom paint job on that trike for Mike. Well, Ron from Born to Ride, he introduced us and he felt that we were the right shop to pull off this large task. You're about to see a masterpiece, something that has not been done before. You know, I wanted a history of his career in the military, which branches, which he served in too, and then what we did was we picked different things that was personal to him.
All right, so we're about to unveil this pretty soon, right?
Yes, we are.
All right.
Well, Mike, like I said, we got to know you. We got to know all the different things that you served for us. And we wanted to give you something that was special to your heart. One-of-a-kind piece, something that is yours. Okay? Are you ready?
This is what it's about, people, right here. What are you thinking, Mike? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm a loss for words, man. This is.
Come on, let's go to the other side. There's something special on that side. Notice Marines one side, Army the other side, 9/11 reason. Okay.
Got the buildings there, collapse.
What do we got here? What does that mean to you right there?
That's where it all started for me in the Marine Corps. That's when I finally became a man, you know. Left home, did something with my life. The reason why I'm still here today. This bike just overwhelmed me. I'm so overwhelmed, man. There's not one word that can describe how amazing this bike is right now.
And Mike, man, we're standing in front of this bike here, and a special bike because you're the guy who painted it.
Yeah.
Tell me about this motorcycle. When you first saw it, it was a black canvas.
Yeah, actually, I saw only the pieces at first because they already had the bike taken apart when I got to it. And then John told me about his conversation with Mike, and we went over basically what we were going to put on the bike. And John gave me a lot of images and stuff that Mike had texted to him, and we went from there.
And how many hours do you have in a paint job like this?
Approximately 150, 200 maybe, day and night for the last 2 weeks. And I believed in this project. I was really anxious to be a part of it, and do something nice for this guy because he did us a great service, and I wanted to honor him and everybody else who served the best way I could, and give him a pretty bike to ride.
I think it came out great. I've never worked on a project so intricate and so rewarding before, and I'm just really happy he enjoyed it, and to watch him go over the bike and see everything, all the little details we put in there. And this project wasn't supposed to be this intricate, and it ended up crazy and out of this world, and I think it shows for itself. I was just at a loss of words, just wondering what his reactions was going to be when he walked around the bike and saw his buddies painted on there and everything that he asked for, and to see the tank across the bottom. I was just really curious to see what his reactions were to it. This has just been a life amazing project, and it's something that I'll never forget, and if I could do it again, I would.
Now you can take Born to Ride everywhere and anywhere. The new Born to Ride mobile app is ready for you to download. There's more multimedia, more information, more Born to Ride like never before. Do you get our monthly exclusive newsletter? Sign up at borntoride.com and get on our mailing list today.
Well, the event at Thunder by the Bay just keeps getting better and better. Bobby from Lizard Lick Towing is here with us today, and glad to have you in Sarasota, Florida.
Thank you for having me in Sarasota, Florida. The weather's great, the people are great. I couldn't ask for a better event to be at today.
There, you lost half your britches while you're here, too.
Well, hey, I ain't mad about it, I promise. I left him at home, and I said, Mama, I'll get him when I get back.
Lizard Lick, where did you come up with a name like that to start with? You know, a lizard's tongue's only like that big.
We got bigger lizards than that.
Oh.
It's actually, it came from when people made moonshine years ago. The lizard would come up, and when the stills would overflow and leak out, the lizards would lick the rocks. So it is an actual place. It is an actual crossroads called Lizard Lick. We didn't make it up. It's been that name for years. So it's right there in central North Carolina. It's even on the map. See, we didn't make it up. Somebody else did.
Now this is a wild and crazy reality show you got going on here. You're in some weird positions and weird predicaments.
Yeah, but then again, you got marriage. You're in weird positions and weird predicaments. So, what we do is kind of like that. Day to day, you don't never know. But it's been fun. I've had a good time doing it. And like you said, day to day, you have no idea. So that makes your job a little more interesting.
And that's 22 minutes of reality, and you've seen some wild stuff out there. What's some of the excuses you've seen over the years? So this towing.
I mean, anything as far as from I'm pregnant or, my mom, my mom can't find out my mom's in the house. Don't tell my wife I'm with my girlfriend to, and we even had one guy say, I got to go home, I left something in the toaster. The toaster cuts off by itself. Come on, man, we ain't that crazy. So we heard them all.
If you got a job to do, you got a job to do, right?
You got a job to do. Oh, and number one, the check's in the mail, I paid it. Yeah, so.
How about the shotguns? Ever have the shotguns coming at you?
Yeah, but the thing about people that come out with a shotgun, they usually ain't gonna shoot you. It's the ones that don't come out with a shotgun you got to worry about.
Well, rumor has it today, you got Paul Tuttle Sr. sitting over there with some nice bikes. Somebody said dared you to maybe go over there and tow away one of those bikes. What do you think will go down there?
Well, I mean, you know, I ain't got no problem with it. I met Paul, and he's a nice guy, and I think he's up to date on his payments. But Paul's getting a little old. I think I could take him.
All right. Well, Bobby, thanks for joining us here on Born to Ride TV. And most of all, thanks for joining the Thunder by the Bay rally here we have every year, because all this rally goes to the children's charities here in the Sarasota area.
And that's a great thing. I mean, if you can't help a child, you can't help nobody. So I'm glad to be a part of it. Thank y'all for having me.
Hey, you said it very well. Thank you. Stay tuned. We got more coming up from Thunder by the Bay. Thanks, Bobby.
Don't get licked.
Find us on Facebook, Born to Ride TV and magazine. For over 18 years, the ultimate multimedia biker experience.
Everyone was right, I was born to ride.
Born to Ride is a multimedia marketing and promotional machine with TV, magazines, streaming radio, and internet advertising opportunities. There are tens of thousands of motorcycles. We reach the people who ride them. Born to Ride. Find out more at borntoride.com.
This is insane. This is really a great turnout, beautiful day. What weather we're having here today. Much better than last night's rain.
Well, as we close this week's episode, we at Born to Ride would like to remind you of the beneficial financial clout that the biker community of Florida delivers week after week, month after month, and year after year. The 16th annual Thunder by the Bay rally this year, for example, put a huge footprint, or as we like to say, tread mark, on Sarasota, Florida. The estimated attendance was 90,000 revelers, with an economic impact directly to the city of approximately $7.4 million. And the bottom line to the charities, close to $100,000. The attendance grew 8.7% from last year, and we at Born to Ride are proud to be a sponsor of this event every year. We take our hats off to Lucy Nicandri for her phenomenally smart promotional strategy to grow this event with class year after year. Thank you, Lucy, and thanks to everyone that attended. So keep up the great work, and remember, Born to Ride is here to magnify your greatness. And we'll see you next week, right here on Born to Ride.